So here is a demo of how you can use RGI to make your first commit. So this is what I want to build is a GCS chat experience. That is, when you upload a file to GCS, you can or Google Cloud Storage, you can ask questions about it. So what I've done is created a fork of a repository, which is Snowflake chat experience. So to understand this repository, I looked at the summary, and it seems that it offers an option to do natural language query, which it converts to SQL, which is nice. And it also supports multiple LLM. And if you want to understand the repo a lot more, you can read the summary and go into specific code chunks and how it supports different model. It seems it's using LangChain here, and it also supports Mixtral and Code Llama. Now, I could also understand the file structure. It seems it's a typical Python fast API kind of application. There is a main folder. There is utils where I think Snowchat UI would be critical file for us, and Streamlit UI callback handler perhaps. Now, if I look at which are critical files here, maybe main.py, ingest.py here, Snowchat UI. These files are also changing a lot, so we should look at. Chain.py, if you see, has changed 36 times. So it seems it's very critical logic. This is the place perhaps where the LangChain and other code are. And even if you see the file linkage graph, chain.py is what is most linked. So this might be critical for us to understand. And then ingest.py and chain.py is where a model configuration management is there. So that's why perhaps. So now that I understand a bit about the repo, let me go and make this commit. And so I'll pick this repo. And what I want to do is to create a feature to chat with document and allow an option to. In fact, I'll rewrite it. What I want is a feature to upload document to cloud storage and ask questions about it. So I'll submit, and behind the scene, it will do the indexing, that is, figuring out different files and functions within that we can easily reference to LLM, and also create a map of where all our data is lying. So I could also do smart select, which will pick which files and folder would be critical for me to answer that. For example, this sidebar chain.py, it figured would be critical in achieving that. But I could also go from here. For example, we know chain.py is was helpful application. Then there was snowchat UI.py, that was critical. There was ingest, I think that was critical. So I think these files are what that and Streamlit callback handler. So once I have all of this, I'll just generate plan. So this plan will take that. My purpose was to create a GCS uploader plus chat application, and on that note, it will go and create a plan for it. So this is the plan. So it created. I think it assumed cloud storage to have similar as S3, and created documentation on how you could upload for S3. And then once uploaded, you could load the data. I use and it's using LangChain text splitter to split the data. It's also creating a DB entry, which I don't need, and it also need answer questions, which is nice, based on document and main.py. It's adding these things. So it requires some editing. So for example, instead, I just want to change this to upload data to Google Cloud Storage. And I don't want SQL changes, not required. And I don't want, so main.py and rest of this sounds fine to me. So let me then click generate code. So this created, this is the ingest part. So it added Google.cloud storage and how you can upload data. And this looks nice and right to me. And then it added in the chain.py that how you can answer a question. In main.py, it added that this workflow of uploading the document and then streamlit function of you asking a question about the doc. And then finally in the sidebar, it added this functionality that you can ask questions now. Now, this is the complete UDIF that you can take and apply. Now, if you're happy with this, you can directly create commit here. So feed, and this is GCS chat. So this will go to this commit will go to this new branch, and you can navigate to this branch from here. So these are the multi-file changes that are made in the file, and if you can see, it did big sort of changes, and there is no merge conflict as well here. So just to recap, we provide you an easy way to select a GitHub issue, create a plan that you could change, and finally create code that you can make a commit to your code base.